guys, Kitty Cat 13 here, and today I want to do something a little bit different, and that is to talk to you about what I think, in my opinion, makes a good YouTube channel. Now, I don't mean what makes a successful YouTube channel, because to be honest, there are plenty of videos out there that talk about how to make it big, how to get the most subscribers. What I wanted to do was to focus really on what makes it good, and it really doesn't matter whether you have 5 subscribers, 50 subscribers, 500 or 5 million, it doesn't matter. I really do believe that these things that I'm going to talk to you about today can really help make your channel the best it can be. Not the biggest it can be, but the best it can be. And those elements that I want to talk to you about are calling the 4 C's, mainly because they all start with C. So let's get started. So the first one I wanted to talk to you about was content. Now, I know you're going to say, Kitty, everybody talks about content, and you're absolutely right, but I'm going to go and say something a little bit different. I'm going to say your content doesn't matter. Now, bear with me on this, because what I mean is it doesn't matter what you are uploading. It doesn't matter whether it's a vlog, a challenge. It really doesn't matter. What does matter is that you enjoy it, and you think it's fun, and you think you'd watch it. You know, there are so many people that have plans and say, right, I'm going to upload on a Monday and a Wednesday and a Saturday, and this is what I'm going to be uploading. But if they don't have the passion and put their heart and soul into that video and don't believe that it's really the best thing that they can do, they're just putting it up because they feel they have to, then you're not going to get the feedback, simply put, because what's going to happen is you are uploading things because you feel you have to, not because you want to and you're passionate about the game and you're passionate about the challenge or whatever you're doing. It's just I've said I've uploaded, so I've got to upload something. And you know, I've not done that, and I've not done that purposefully, because we're real people and things happen, and sometimes you can't upload and sometimes you can't record. It's about really making sure that you're putting up stuff that you think is fun and that you're passionate about, because that will come through and people will feel a part of the channel and feel like they are with you in this journey, whatever that journey may be. The other thing I wanted to say is what I call snapshots, if I could talk. Put your teeth back in, Kitty. And what I mean by snapshots is not really uploading hours and hours and hours of gameplay. Now, as a Minecrafter, I really don't think that people want to see me mine for hours. I really don't. I think it would be as boring as anything. So snapshots are really about making sure that what you're putting up there is enjoyable and fun and easy to watch as well. You know, if you have hours and hours of gameplay where you're not really doing much, then people are going to get bored and they're going to leave, and you're not going to get the length of time people are watching. The other thing is your audio and how you talk to people, and that for me is very important, because the people who are watching your videos watch them because they want to feel like they're a part of what you're doing. And if your audio is very monotone and very staid and very, you know, not really looking like you're interested or passionate about what you're doing, then that will come through and people will not get passionate about you either. So we're going to move on to the next one now, and the next one I'm going to talk to you about is communication. For me, this is one of the biggest things about doing a YouTube channel. Like I say, I've only been doing this a few months, and I've not got probably half the amount of subscribers that some of the guys are of watching it. So I can appreciate that communication with your subscribers and with your followers gets steadily more difficult the more you get. I get that, don't worry. But if you can, try your hardest to be as communicative with your followers as possible. You know, it doesn't take more than 10-15 seconds to just type a message to say thanks for watching, or like the video, or whatever it is that, you know, you've been commented on. And also, taking constructive criticism the right way is a really positive thing, because if you take constructive criticism from somebody, it means that they are genuinely interested in what you're doing and want to help you. Some people just hate on you for no reason, and hey, that's fine, that's up to them, it's their opinion. But if you get something that you think, actually, yeah, they've got a good point, tell them. don't be ashamed or be afraid, because you know, this kind of constructive criticism will eventually help you to grow your channel a lot more. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was creativity. Now, when I talk about being creative, it means trying new things, not being afraid to put yourself out there. You know, you don't actually have to, this is a bit of a shocker, you don't actually have to be good at a game. As people who watch my videos will probably already know, you don't necessarily have to be good at a game. What you have to do is have fun and be passionate about what you're doing. And being creative is, you know, trying new things. A lot of people upload the same kind of things, and after a while it tends to get a bit tedious because you're watching the same kind of content over and over again. But if you have a game that you love, like me with Minecraft, make it different, you know, put a little bit more of an effort into making sure that what you're uploading is slightly different every time. Now, it's not always possible, I get that it's not always possible, especially when you're playing things like mini games. You know, it's the same game that you're playing, but if you're not and you have the time to be able to do that, then making your videos a little bit more creative and just pushing yourself a little bit genuinely pays off. Really, believe me, it does pay off. You know, mix it up a little bit. Mix it up. Make the audio fun. If you're good at impressions, do some impressions. If you're good at singing, do some singing. I did some singing. It wasn't brilliant, but I did some singing. You know, put yourself out there. Give yourself a little bit more confidence than what you probably have right now. And just go, you know what? If I'm enjoying it and I think it's fun, or I think I'm cringing because I've failed so badly, then other people will probably either really like it, laugh at you, or go, yeah, I've done that too. And that's a big thing, you know, we're going back to the communication again. You're communicating with other people in YouTube. That's why we do this, is to put our content out there, to have fun, to meet new people, and being creative can help that, because you know, you expand your audience as well. The last one is is a bit of a contentious point, because it's commitment. And I know that a lot of people, especially again as smaller YouTubers, don't do this full time. You know, we have jobs, we have lives, we have families, and we have pressures that aren't necessarily gaming based. So it is really difficult to find the time and have that 100% commitment to doing YouTube. But the one thing I would say about commitment is commit yourself, nobody else, commit yourself to do all of those other 3 C's. Making sure your content is what you want it to be and fun, making sure you communicate with the people that you need to communicate with, and making sure that you're mixing it up a little bit. That kind of commitment will see you through eventually. You know, take it from somebody who's in 5 months had over 2,000 views on her channel and 215 I think I'm at the minute, or 216 subscribers, which is frankly amazing. And I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who has subbed to me and follows me and communicates with me, which is brilliant. But that commitment is more for yourself. You know, make sure that you enjoy what you're doing. One thing that I really don't want people to do is to think that YouTube is a labour. It is a labour of love. It is hard work. But yeah, commitment to giving yourself the other 3 C's, if you like, and making sure that you're putting out the kind of stuff that you'd want to see. So those 4 things, content, communication, creativity and commitment, are all things that I think would make a good YouTube channel. Now, you might think differently. You may think, Kitty, you're talking rubbish. It's nothing to do with that at all. But that's just my opinion. If you have any questions, or you wanted to comment, or constructive criticism, because constructive criticism is always welcome, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves and go get 'em, guys. Bye.
Something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. wishing that we lose it all. I'm broken, and even if the sky would fall and flame